started off with a bang, already taking a stock up Rosalina and Luma.
Yeah, but fighting back already, bring up to 86%, but some heavy swipes being dealt by those claws.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some heavy...
Oh, big damage.
Big damage from both sides. Good shield there from Wolf, able to take a good shot, but he's still up to 121%. One good hit, one good tilt off the Rosalina. He goes down, but he's not going down without a fight. Hits poor Luma in the face with a gun, and that's so sad. He'll be back, it's fine, don't worry about him.
The child sacrifice of Luna.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure the Luma is older than Rosalina, so I don't think it counts as a child.
I don't know my Mario Bros. Lore.
They are literal stars. I'm pretty sure they're older.
Well, I mean, isn't like Rosalina also super old?
I don't know,
But I guess it doesn't really matter.
Look, I played Super Mario Galaxy years ago, okay.
Yeah, she's keeping the Wolf pretty well at bay, just not able to get back onto the stage very easily. Able to get back on with the side special, though. But pretty safe recovery for Rosalina and Luma. Both percentages ticking up really fast.
Who will win, the physical incarnations of the stars or a dog?
Hey, I mean, that dog...
Ooh, the dog is not doing good. The dog's going straight off the map. That is a crazy smack from the Rosalina.
Evening up the game as well as taking us back to where we started the game at stock-wise. Boise State still finding themselves down. Rosalina needs to find a little bit more damage onto this Wolf in order to even some things out. They are both at 2 stocks, though, so this is still very winnable for them.
Ooh, almost
Wolf
not
can't finish.
Yeah, the Rosalina has been dropping some really good projectile absorptions, though. So that's not going. But unfortunately, like we keep saying, big damage. We really like that phrase today. Lots of big damage from the Wolf. Hard to dodge those, and they're just trying to get back on that neutral platform.
Yeah, big old damage numbers from Wolf, and it's going to take out Luma.
All right, Luma's been taking a lot of heat today, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, Luma is technically the shield for Rosalina.
And it makes me sad.
As the Pikmin, which is a little sad, yeah, because, I mean, I would want a Luma plushie. Like, look at the thing. It's like perfect plushie material.
Well, unfortunately, some people like to take out their anger on their plushies, and I guess Wolf is doing that with somebody else's plushie, which that's not cool, Wolf. You should not do that. Respect people's property.
Well, do that to your own plushies.
Exactly. Don't do that to your plushies.
Yeah, they have feelings, too.
Well, unfortunately, he doesn't seem to care about Rosalina's feelings, dealing even more damage and knocking her off the map, taking the game for himself. Man, he's so mean. This is so sad.
Yeah, a nice little side tilt is going to be enough to send Rosalina
Side
off.
tilts be the craziest things I ever see in this game, dude.
Yeah, dude, side tilts are the thing that you need to do in order to really get going. But you know what else is keeping us going? We want to give us a thanks to ICCU for being a continued sponsor of Boise State Esports. Thanks to ICCU, Boise State Esports has won multiple national titleship champions and piled up more than 1,500 wins. ICCU, looking after your daily balance. Visit ICCU.com for more information.
Now, something interesting to note. I was looking at our little side camera from the studio while you were reading that off, and I noticed Gokis, the guy we were just hyping up earlier for his Joker, he's not here. We've actually got somebody new. I couldn't tell if Mata was just an error. Sometimes we have issues like that. It's no biggie. I don't know anything about Mata.
Mata joined at the end of last year, so I don't blame you for not knowing a bunch. But from what I have seen, he is a good player. He knows what he's doing. He played a lot of different characters last year, so it'll be interesting to see which one he pulls out of his hat.
Got any theories?
Honestly, I'm being hopeful here. And I know Supersonic mentioned this a little bit earlier when we were talking with him. Sonic would be kind of fun.
Maybe
Sonic
so.
is kind of a fun pick.
Yeah, I feel like he'd be a good cutter for Wolf because he just wouldn't give him a chance to take any damage at all.
Or Meat Gunner.
Maybe so.
Specifically Sans. Sans Undertale. Sans Deltarune.
Anyways, I would be so excited to see Sans playing in this game. I keep forgetting you can put him in this game. But you know what? If Mr. Mata decides to bring out the Mr. Sans himself, it'll be peak fiction. No matter what happens, I will be happy.
Absolute cinema.
Exactly.
Absolute.
Some of you people, actually, if you're watching the stream, we're probably chronically online, so you probably know what we're referencing when we say that. I imagine there's a few of you who do not know what absolute cinema means or who Sans is, in which I would be very sad.
I mean, absolute cinema is has been around for a while.
Not as long as Sans has.
That is true. Sans has been around since like 2015, but he hasn't been in the game for very long.
I think it's been earlier than that. Actually, I looked this up a while ago. I don't know. Sans Undertale is not important here. So. You know, we'll be seeing if Sans ends up showing up or not. But for now, we're not really sure. Anyways, actually, we got our answer. Mata is going to be using Pikachu, which is very exciting. I don't know how they play Pikachu because I have never seen them in action before.
I do remember the Pikachu coming out a lot last year, and it was a lot of the rushdown that you'd expect from Pikachu. I mean, he can deal a lot of damage really, really fast. Being a little bit smaller also makes it a little bit...
Maybe that's what they need. Maybe they just need a smaller hitbox to deal with the wolf.
Maybe. Sometimes it's just what you need, though.
I don't mind small hitboxes. Like, I won't get hit.
Like, for instance, the shot put from Mii Brawler just goes right over Pikachu just standing there.
Exactly.
So having a little bit of a smaller hitbox is a little bit better of a way to go. We're already starting to see that with combos starting to break out. Pikachu is going to completely bait out Wolf.
The world? What crazy move.
What just happened?
Is this the secret plan? Is this the secret they needed in order to get past this rough team? Man.
They just spot dodged Wolf.
It's the small hitbox, I'm telling you.
I think that is a perfect way to broadcast our unbottled play of the game.
Absolutely.
That was your unbottled play of the game, presented by local dairy farm families. Perform, refuel, recover, repeat. Visit unbottled.com to learn more. And hey, that is probably the most funny thing that we will see all night. Wolf is responding in kind. He's going to get the stock up. But I don't think he's going to live down the embarrassment of an SD.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll be able to live up to his very, very scary nature here soon. But man, Pikachu giving him a run for his money. Not a chance to come back here. Already up to 76% on that damage meter. All Pikachu needs to do is land a few more smacks and boom, he'll be down for the count.
That is true. Just a little bit more and Wolf will be knocked away off of the platform for at least this round anyway.
Hey,
but at the same time, Mata's still going to have to fight through 2 people as well. So keeping your stocks is going to be incredibly important in order to keep yourself in this game.
That's why the hope here is they're just able to take down Wolf before any stocks go down. Because
maybe just stand by the edge again and hope he dashes off.
Well, when you're already far enough into this damage meter, you may as well just keep that excitement going. Just keep smacking him until it goes down. And speaking of, launch straight off that neutral platform. What an electric... See what I did there? Start from Mata. Wow.
Unfortunately, Wolf wasn't grounded enough to resist it.
Nah.
Yeah, that was bad.
No. Let's be honest here, man.
I'm sorry. That was bad.
That.
Yeah, I am a big Pokemon fan. And I was like trying to figure something out.
It didn't really
But if
work.
anything, Wolf is like a flying type because, you know...
Wolf is a dog.
I mean, he's a dog, but he flies a plane.
I can't argue with that. But he's also not a Pokemon.
That is true.
He's from Star Fox. You could make a Star Fox reference, and that would make more sense. Because I was making
It's not my fault
Pokemon
Nintendo
reference.
has not shown Star Fox any love since the 64 days.
I don't know, man. I just work here. Anyways. See, guess what it is? We got Meat Gunner, and you know what that could mean? Well, Lammer seems to be next up on the queue. All we got right now for our roster. 2 stocks left from Mata specifically, and Gustav and Lammers on the SJSU side, both sharing a total of 6 stocks. We don't even know what Gustav is running yet, and depending on how things go, we might not end up finding out this round. Hopefully it doesn't go there, because I am very excited to see what Mata ends up bringing out, because they were off to a crazy start, especially with that SD. That was some wild stuff to see.
Yeah, I can't say that I've ever seen the first stock in a match being an SD.
And it was like the first 10 seconds, too. Like, I was not mentally prepared for that.
I saw the vision from the Wolf, because his side special, when you hit somebody, it like takes them into an animation, and then you don't get put into free fall. However, if you miss it, then you get put into free fall. But even then, it was still kind of an odd decision, because if you did miss, it was a guaranteed you die.
Yeah, man, look, we all make mistakes sometimes. Coda did a pretty fantastic job as Wolf, so it's okay. I forgive them for what happened there, mainly because I would have done something similar, but 7 times the amount of times than they had.
Yes,
so
I agree.
Once again, there's a reason we're up here and not out there.
Yes.
Or what direction is San Jose?
Well, I mean, San Jose is, I think, southwest?
What direction is south from here?
Dude, I have no idea.
Pretend like I'm pointing towards SJSU,
okay,
and that's the direction.
If I were, like, in my hometown, I could tell you, because, like, I know that, but I have no idea which way is north, south, east, and west from here, if I'm being honest.
Regardless, super props to SJSU so far. Super props to Boise State so far. This has been a very, very exciting game. And I'm very curious to see what Lammers brings out with the mini gunner. The mini gunner, that's a completely different thing. The me gunner, I totally know what I'm
Hey, I
talking
mean, the
about
me
today.
got can have a mini gunner.
That is true.
So
You might be
instead of the
onto something.
charge gun that Samus has, it just has like a Gatling gun.
You're right. You know, I guess I can't say for sure until we get there.
That is true.
But I imagine we'll be starting soon. Mata back on with the controller. Seems like we'll be starting here in a second. And we can see if our boy is up on the lineup or not. If I see Sans, I will be so very happy. And I will try to suppress my excitement because I can't get too silly.
It's too early to be this silly.
Ah.
Actually,
Oh, wait. I guess
it's not super early. It's kind of more late.
Oh, no Sans.
No funny.
So sad.
No.
It's okay. I'll survive. I'm not crying. You're crying.
Man, you couldn't bring out like the Spamton or like some.
I don't know if you could
Actually,
play
I
as
don't think
Spamton in Super Smash Bros.
I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 2 or
might
Super
be
Smash Bros. World that they do it, but
You're trying too hard.
you never
man.
know. Pikachu already starting off with a lot of good combos, taking V-Gunner up a little bit, but so far it's just kind of been a lot of projectile spam. No one really been able to get into really start piling on the damage.
Yeah, we see a lot of potential charges off of the gunner, but still not able to find any connections. We're a decent chunk of the way into the game, but finally a good hit from the me gunner and a grab into a combo brings Pikachu up to 80%. That's not something you want to see, but finally getting revenge into another combo from the Pikachu.
Yeah, an attempted spike doesn't quite go through. Mean Gunner still manages to make it onto the stage.
Ooh,
and
big damage.
a little bit of a little down special from the Pikachu, keeping Me Gunner off the stage, and I think that's going to
Oh, what in the world? That was gnarly.
What a down air off of Pikachu, just not letting him get onto the stage.
Keeping the pressure high, that's for sure.
Yeah, just making sure Me Gunner doesn't have the space to get things done. That is going to be the hardest part for Pikachu.
I think the hardest part is not losing the 2 stocks they got left, because man, 92% with only 2 stocks. That's the last 2 in the round. Imagine we're best 2 out of 3.
Yep.
So that would bring things up to match point. That's a lot of pressure on Mata here.
Yeah, that would be our classic style, best 2 out of 3. Really fighting hard to keep Boise State in the game. They have to really find a way to
Another
get
one.
something done, but Me
Yeesh.
Gunner is just not letting up on
Me
these.
Gunner is Me Bomber now, just dropping mines and nothing but mines, not letting
Man.
catch a break. The combo from the mine into the right hook was insane.
Man, you'd think Me Gunner is partnered with Lockheed Martin for how much ammunition is getting thrown out, but it is just not enough. Pikachu does manage to get up into Me Gunner's face, but now the cycle begins anew. Manages to get behind him though, not letting Me Gunner really start up the combo of mines, rockets, and
I
bullets.
think
oh
you're
my.
speaking too soon. Couple heavy throws being launched. Fortunately, Pikachu's able to try and get a little bit of damage back in, but not off to very much luck here. Another one, bring up to 68%. Trying to land a down air, but good dodge. Kept the Me Gunner going. Still in the lead, though, at least in terms of health.
Yeah, really just trying to get something done. Lead is slowly getting close
Oh.
percent-wise. Pikachu finds themselves almost to 100%, well within danger zone, especially for such a
Yeesh.
light character. Me Gunner really should find something to close this out here. The longer that Me Gunner stays in the game, the more opportunities Pikachu has to really get in there and do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but they're all about those tilts. I've been seeing them like crazy since the match started, and that's what Pikachu just can't get past.
Big
Oh, right into the rocket. That's tough. Oh, and then a rocket to the face, ending off the first round.
Oh, what a
man.
win in the first round. Me Gunner managing to deal quite a bit of damage. 2 stocks
Yeesh.
while only losing 1. And we'd like to quickly give a shout out to our sponsor, the Idaho Air National Guard. What if you could pursue college in your dream career while serving your country and getting amazing benefits? The Idaho Air National Guard. Just 1 weekend a month, 8 months out of the year. You'll get tuition assistance, signing bonuses, healthcare, 0 down home loans, and a high-tech job training, all while keeping your civilian life, job, and goals right here in Idaho. Whether you're studying, working, or building your future, the Guard enhances it all while giving you future leadership skills and lifelong commitments. Ready to have it all? The Idaho Air National Guard is your pathway to education, career, success, and purpose.
Do we think Wolf is a part of the Air National Guard, considering he's Star Fox and all that? Or he's
I
part of
don't-
Star Fox.
I don't think so. I mean, he's part of like the villains of Star Fox. I think Fox and Falco would be part of the Air National Guard.
Maybe so. I don't know. I've never played a Star Fox game. I don't know anything about them.
I know.
I know they fly planes. And
I know like the here and there about Star Fox. I'm not super ingrained in the lore.
I hear, and it goes out there, that being my other ear. So I don't know anything.
In one ear, out the other.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand. You
Yeah.
really know me. You know that. You understand me and my lack of knowledge on a lot of these topics.
I don't know if it's lack of knowledge. I mostly just think it's like knowledge overload. You have 80-plus characters, all from different series, all with different lore. Like, I couldn't tell you a thing about Kingdom Hearts or Fire Emblem, for instance. All I know about Fire Emblem is that there's, like, 8 characters that are, like, duplicates of characters, like Lucina and Marth.
Sounds about right.
But that's really all I know. But I know another guy who could go for hours and hours about the whole lore of Fire Emblem.
It feels
And
like
it's relatively pretty impressive. Not gonna lie.
It feels ironic knowing a lot about this game, but not knowing anything about like any of the games that are in this game. You know, like I know enough about like Zelda and Mario, for example, but anything else, and I don't know. But then I can cast this game that I know a lot about. But ask me about the majority of the series involved. I got no clue at all.
Yeah, I could talk for hours about Metal Gear Solid and Pokemon, but the second you ask me about Xenoblade Chronicles, no, I know nothing.
Well, the nice thing about this game is you don't really got to know a lot about those franchises. We went through that first round, and all we know is that people hit each other pretty hard. And we know a lot about when people hit each other in this game.
Yeah.
And imagine we're going to be seeing a lot more of that as we go on into round 2.
Hit the other guy harder than they hit you.
Yeah, that's exactly how this game goes.
Just punch him. Just punch him in the face.
Well, not everyone punches. People have other weapons too. That's not being very nice to the other people.
You know, I do think that most people do punch. I mean, like you were seeing it with me, Gunner. Every time,
That is actually you got a good
like they
point.
have a gun for a hand, and that didn't stop them from running up and clubbing people with it.
I did it. I mean, it worked pretty well. I can't really blame them.
That is true. I think the only person who can't punch in the game is Piranha Plant, and that's just because he doesn't have hands.
You might be honest.
He's got leaves.
Maybe, you know what? I hope that one of the players in this second round, or maybe the third if we end up getting there, brings out Piranha Plant so we can test that theory. I would like to know if Piranha Plant can throw leaves or not.
Gustav, I know you don't. I know you're not listening to us.
I mean,
But if you
he might
are,
be.
if you are, bring out the Piranha Plant.
Well,
for no other
and
reason.
They
than
other
it would be
people
funny.
could switch up their characters too. It's
That is
it's not
true.
completely out of the question. So we could see a Piranha Plant.
I don't know.
Hey, we got Melfor back. Melfor, if you're listening, I don't know if you are, but if you're listening, you should bring out the Piranha Plant. It'd be kind of funny.
You
And
know
I'm
what
all
else would
about
be kind of
things.
funny? King K. Rool. King K.
Could
Rool
be
is a funny
funny.
character.
Or we should bring back DDD, because that's the only thing anyone ever played last year. I want to see more of this big dude with a hammer throwing spike balls at people all the time.
Yes.
And I sound sarcastic, but I am actually being serious when I say that. It was really entertaining.
Yes. The age-old adage: when somebody annoys you, hit them over the head with a big wooden stick.
Exactly. A big wooden stick with a big wooden ball on the end of it. Or a barrel.
A block.
You hit them with a big wooden thing. How about that?
You hit them very hard until they stop going after you.
In Super Smash Bros. Let me clarify.
don't-
That's what we're talking about.
Yes, in video games.
In video games. Unless you're playing like Stardew Valley or something. Be nice to people in Stardew
Yes.
Valley. The villagers, they don't deserve that.
They don't, except
Be
for
nice.
except for that one guy.
We don't condone violence in any of the Stardew Valley's villagers. We like all of them equally. And
Except
Animal
for that
Crossing. Same thing there. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Okay, but with Animal Crossing though,
Where I said
you brought this up, and
I did.
I need to make my opinion known about this one. You're allowed to do it to the ugly villagers.
wow.
You can't do it to the. You
Get
can't
off
do
the
it to
stage.
cute
Get off the
ones.
stage. Everyone boo him. We don't have an audience. Boo him. I will boo you. We don't judge people based on their faces. And everyone out there in the audience, you should listen to that too. Speaking of faces, we've got two of the same faces of last time. Banjo-Kazooie up against the Mead Gunner. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
That is true. A lot of projectiles being thrown out from both sides. I do think Meat Gunner has a little bit of an advantage when it comes to projectile spam. However, I think a lot of stuff can be done with Banjo-Kazooie. You get up a little bit closer, you can do a lot more stuff than Meat Gunner can. I mean, you can club someone over the head with a rocket
I
propelled
feel like
grenade
they
launcher,
got a pretty
but-
good chance in the melee because they were really throwing throwing guns, I guess, not hands. you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. But at the same time, we're watching Banjo and Kazooie really struggle to get up close and personal.
Yeah.
Me Gunner's doing a great job at zoning him out.
Every
And
time he gets up close, it's just a big dodge, and finally throwing a punch in retaliation.
this is really giving me warlike flashbacks to the several Snake versus Snake matchups that we saw last season. Just throwing out projectiles, and I think a few of them went to like the very last few seconds of the 7-minute format.
Wow. Well,
It's crazy.
I don't imagine we'll be seeing a lot of that.
I mean, if Me Gunner keeps this up, it's probably going to take a little bit longer than we anticipate. Banjo and Kazooie not really able to get up close and personal with anything. Nothing's really landing, but Me Gunner sure is landing a lot of their explosives.
Yeah, Me Gunner's only up to 20% right now. Banjo up to 4 times that number. They're really struggling to get up in there. There's just a lot of great movement off of the Me Gunner here. Just dodging every projectile that's thrown. And then every time Banjo tries to get up in their face, boom, crazy dodge out of the way.
Boom, missile. Whoa, missile be upon ye.
Or mine. Missile or mines, and occasionally a big laser ball.
Missile mines and what's another M word for the
M, big laser mine. Or
M
big laser ball.
blast.
Whatever. M blast? Is that what they call Metroid's projectiles?
I don't
not
know.
Metroid. That's not what Metroid is. Metroid is the game and little creatures.
Samus is the
Ooh,
character.
hold on. I don't know if
Lots
you're
of
paying
M-
attention.
Yeah, we are paying
Did you see
attention.
that down hook into the ground, bouncing off into a grenade? That was awesome.
no!
Oh, that's not awesome.
Oh, that is
though.
not awesome. Off the floor, Banjo and Kazooie is bounced out of bounds for the first stock of the match.
I am in awe, and there's only some of it. That's why this is awesome.
Yes, that is a lot. There's so many projectiles coming around.
I
I'm not
know.
sure which one to follow, because like you see,
I'm mostly
egg
following
grenade,
the
and then
eggs,
you see
personally.
missile. You see missile mines.
My
Big
voice has
damage.
cracked twice in the span of 2 seconds. We're off to a really good start with this game.
Just a lot of stuff is going
I know.
on. Banjo and Kazooie really struggling to find that final hit.
Getting
A lot of
up
smaller
there.
hits getting through, but Me Gunner is really able to keep the bird and bear combo off of them.
Well, up to 132%. They don't got many more smacks before they get launched off. And they've been doing a pretty good job of landing these eggs and just slowly chipping that health bar further up.
Yeah, both characters really do benefit from having all of these platforms here, but I feel like Me Gunner is doing a little bit better job at using them.
Well, Me Gunner is off to a bit of a better case because the eggs are the only things Banjo's got in terms of projectiles. But Me Gunner has other things that just go straight to the right, that being the missiles or just the projectiles.
That is true.
So
but-
this map does favor them a little bit better.
I mean, I would say that, but the grenade can also be used as a projectile in the traditional sense as well, as you can actually grab the grenade. It does not stop it from blowing up, but you can grab it.
That
to
is true.
Do some stuff with it as well. But there we
Good
go,
kick.
finding the final hit that they needed in order to get that stock.
I bet we wish it was that final stock, but unfortunately we're getting
Oh,
closer
no!
to Banjo's final stock as they lose the second one.
Oh no!
1-2 right now.
Already
SJSU
better
in
start
the
than
lead.
last time though.
It's good. It's good. I like it. This lineup seems to work a little better for the two of them.
Yeah, both of them are actually, yeah, I would agree with you. A little bit better of a matchup. They both kind of have the same play styles.
Ooh, good
It all
parry.
just comes down to who plays that style a little bit better. From the looks of things, Banjo and Kazooie is struggling just a little bit, but I'm sure they can find something to really get this done. But big combos out of Me Gunner are going to make this an uphill battle for sure.
Oh man, it's just a constant barrage. This is just like I'm watching a snake fight. It's just like Snake and Me Gunner would get along well, just considering how many projectiles they're spamming all the time. I mean, obviously, it's just a dude with a gun, so you know what else are you supposed to do?
Guy with gun.
But even still, it's a real pain to manage, I can imagine.
Yeah, so many projectiles just from both sides.
How are you supposed to get up close?
I mean, Banjo and Kazooie's getting up close pretty well, utilizing those platforms to get under them. It's a little bit easier when you're doing something like this, especially if your opponent is only doing them from one side. You just kind of go over or under. But Me Gunner's doing a great job at sort of spreading out where they're at. And Banjo and Kazooie's projectiles are affected by gravity just a little bit more. Wonder Wing comes out is going to lead to him almost going to 200%. It's going to be a
Throwing the grenade, like you said, but wasn't able to find that connection. Oh, that would have given a huge advantage, at least for a second, but still nothing.
just looking for
Good
a
block.
good opportunity.
Rolls behind, but still isn't able to find it. Man, what is the footwork off this?
Oh!
Crazy block into the up tilt. Oh, that's so sad.
What an up tilt out of Me Gunner. An excellent read on that Wonder Wing and just completely shutting down the Banjo and Kazooie.
I gotta be honest. Like, obviously, that was some excellent play off the Me Gunner, but that map really favored them over Banjo because, like I was saying, it's all about the arc to the eggs or the egg grenades.
Yeah.
Those really struggle on platforms with more maps, and obviously, Me Gunner has things that have that same movement, but they still have those base projectiles, the charge one, as well as the missiles and that works a lot better on a layered map like that. So that just put them in a huge advantage already.
Not to mention the fact that they can also adjust their missiles as well.
Exactly.
Like
yeah.
they can adjust to you falling through platforms. We saw it several times with Banjo and Kazooie, them taking a lot of damage just because you can't really get away from them.
Yeah.
Like you're on the bottom, oh, just go up. No, the missile's gonna follow you. Oh, I'm on the top. No, I'm just gonna angle the missile down, and you're gonna be exploded whether you want to or not.
Yeah, and I'm not discounting Lammer's skill. Obviously, that was like a very high skill Me Gunner. I'm just pointing out the potential advantages between the two of them. No hate on either side. A great game, honestly, and it was really exciting seeing all the fancy footwork getting launched by the both of them, as we had the equivalent of an active war zone happening with mines and missiles and lasers and eggs that were also grenades.
No, I think the grenades are just grenades. It's like
you called it an egg grenade earlier, so
well,
I assumed you were right.
So the eggs that Banjo lays are grenades because they explode.
Okay. Yeah. You're right. But sometimes he just has a grenade.
He pulls grenades out of his backpack too.
So why does he have both? Like, if you've already got eggs that are grenades, why do you need actual grenades?
Well, they're not grenades in the sense of like, oh, they explode, but they're like shrapnel grenades. It's like the
that's what a grenade is.
No, not all grenades are frag.
Well, yeah, but he has frag grenades. They're
so he's got frag grenades and then he's got AP grenades as well.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you got to pierce the armor somehow. You need a special kind of grenade.
I don't know. Both of them kind of look like frags.
Same reason that thermite and frag grenades exist. They serve two different purposes.
I feel like you played Halo as a kid or Call of Duty, one of the two.
I did not, but I play a lot of Helldivers now.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Well, either way, we've got Clear on the field. That's not something I was expecting.
Clear
crossover
on
episode.
The NES. No way.
I
have actually played Clear on NES before. I have to say, I got absolutely mollywopped. I was terrible.
To hear.
I was terrible at it.
Not because I'm dissing you. I'm kind of dissing you because I think it's funny, but also because Me Gunner might have a bit of a trouble here. I just wasn't expecting to see Clear.
Yeah.
Playing Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, play for two teams in Overwatch, also playing Super Smash Bros.
Like, I'm not complaining.
Man of many talents.
I love crossover episodes, and I guess today, the first day of Super Smash Bros. Is our crossover episode. Personally, I don't really think you should do a crossover episode on the first episode, but I guess if we're multiple seasons in, it doesn't make a huge difference.
Well, I mean, I bet you it's like a crossover episode between series. I mean, Boise State University is kind of like the same series, but with different seasons. And you got to bring in some old characters or some new characters.
I don't think Clear is an old character. Clear is still here.
That is true, but he's been here for a while. He's established. You got to bring the established characters.
What if instead of different seasons, it was like different universes? But it's like.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like Spider-Man.
Boise
no
State
way.
across the universe.
Across
the university verse. Universe. It doesn't really work. They both
University.
Anyways, Me Gunner starting things off, equalizing those stocks just like it should. And we got a new player on the field, Clear, running the nest. I'm excited to see how this goes, considering what you said earlier about getting absolutely whooped.
Yes. I mean, Ness is is actually a decent pick into Me Gunner because of that absorption field that he can do with his down special. Basically what he can do with it is he can absorb energy projectiles like Me Gunner's blast and turn it into percent. Unfortunately, that's not going to help him get back onto the stage, but it is something that he does have in his arsenal. And it will be interesting to see what happens once you start to get into Me Gunner's personal space. Ness has a lot of
we got to talk about these combos, man. We can't just keep brushing past it. What is Me Gunner doing? What is happening? These are the craziest combos I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. One stock as well, while only taking 11 themselves.
I have never seen such insane combos out of literally anybody before. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm being serious when I say that.
Man, the Me Gunner glaze.
He
actually
I'm
got
glazing,
it with it.
I'm not glazing Gunner, I'm glazing Lammers.
Hey, Ness was able to get a little bit more percent on to Me Gunner with the recovery. Not enough to be put into some serious danger, but enough to really get him off his back. Me Gunner up to 70% now.
Directional input, keeping him alive just barely. Oh, the mine drops on his head. but he stays alive. Is he going to be able to make a pass? Crazy right hook. Oh, my lordy lord.
Just walk up and punch him in the face, and sometimes that's all you need to do.
That was nasty.
It was a good attempt, but
I think nasty is the best way I can describe that. Oh, man. I felt the force behind that punch.
Yeah.
There was some hatred in
hey,
there.
I mean, in the end, me Gunner had the weapons contract and Ness as a child.
Ness is
So-
that was child abuse. Actually.
Yeah, that was
Actually, it depends on how
Actually,
old
we
it
don't
is.
know how old me
Yeah,
Gunner is.
I got to put that.
I mean, it is assault one way or another, but we don't know how old me Gunner is.
You know what, me Gunner? That was still a child that you just beat up. That was not
Actually,
very
when
cool.
was the Weaver was released in 2005, right?
I don't know why we're talking about this. We keep getting so off track.
Let me
I
think.
hope you're enjoying
No,
that
'cause
out in the
these are
audience
20
because
years
nothing
old.
we're talking about makes sense today.
Actually, no, the Weaver.
But you know what
released-
does make sense is the fact
2004.
that we've got either Supersonic or probably Mata. I can't say that for sure because we also had Clear get switched out and we thought Mata was actually going to be we thought it was going to be Starmus instead. I don't really know what's going on. I don't think I have any clue what's going on or if I'm ever going to. But we'll be moving on to the next round
maybe,
here soon.
Maybe Durtho Rocket League will show up.
Maybe the Rocket League will show up. Maybe that's what they need to take down SJSU.
I know that he was in the building because they were
Really?
scrimming for Rocket League a little
Good point,
earlier
good
today.
point.
So, I mean, it's a possibility. Clear was on the field. I know that he's been talking about the Smash Bros. Team quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll see more of him.
Well, unfortunately, if Durtho's going to be here, we're not going to see him yet because we got Starmus back in the game running the Rosalina and Luma just like last time. Hopefully, Luma doesn't get beat up some more because that made me very sad.
Yeah, poor Luma.
Lammers, I'm watching you. We're going to have beef. Look, I'm kind of still pointing towards them. Right there.
Actually,
There.
yeah, you are pointing
There.
towards them.
Now I got to move my hand again. The people in the production team are not making this easy for me. Right there. You're looking at him. I'm pointing down there. It's not easy, but he's there. Either way.
Don't diss the people who put you on camera.
I'm not dissing them. I'm allowed to voice my complaints, and I complain about a lot of things, just like Luna's getting beat up a lot, all right?
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
No, that you can't do Luma abuse.
Exactly.
It's protected by law,
Hey,
specifically the
if
Galactic
Starman-
Law.
If
number
Starmus
52.
whoops enough booty, then there will be no Luma abuse because they'll be too busy beating up me Gunner.
That's true.
Right?
That is
Exactly.
true. There's no laws against Lumas committing aggravated assault.
That's not. I don't know if that's true, but I also couldn't tell you for sure. Hopefully, we don't actually see any aggravated assault, and we see a nice, fair matchup between both parties, like this game is supposed to be. There's no crimes happening. We're just joking. I promise. It's just nice, fair, even fun times between both teams, and everyone's very happy to be here. Like, look at Starmus. Look at that excited face. He's so ready to play. I guess I should be looking that way, because that's where he is on my screen. I feel like I'm going way too much into this bit right now. What do you think?
I think you are as well. I think you're
Hey, you
like you were in the middle. You're at the 5-foot mark, and you're like, let's keep going deeper. And now we're at the 9
stubborn
and
for this.
approaching the 10. And, the pressure is starting to mount a little bit. The ears are starting to hurt at the bottom of the pool, and I think we got to reel this back into talking about Super Smash Bros. Because that's the game that we're watching.
I love Super Smash Bros. Great game. You should play.
It'll be interesting to see how Rosalina and Luma really matches up against Me Gunner. I mean, Me Gunner definitely has the spam advantage, as we have seen over and over for the past 2 players. But at the same time, Rosalina and Luma can do a lot of stuff with the mechanic that they have, being able to do some stuff with the Luma. Me Gunner not in a huge hurry to take the stock because they were down 1.
Potential technical difficulties happening right now?
Maybe. I mean, they were taunting, so
We are waiting for the stock to be taken because,
maybe I think you're right. Technical difficulties because those look like idle animations.
must be. Yeah, no, that's an idle animation.
Judge, they're burning time. They're burning time off the clock.
It's just not a fair matchup like I said it would be. This is unfair, and I want to talk to whoever. I want to talk to John Nintendo and have a speak.
John Nintendo.
I'm bringing in way too many bits to this conversation. It's not
Yes.
working for me. Oh, and it's frozen.
We are frozen.
Yeah,
Nintendo
we're-
Online strikes again.
Nintendo offline. This is not working. There's too many.
Nintendo Online.
Oh, yep,
more
there we
like
go.
Nintendo.
Are you about to say what I literally just said out loud again?
Nintendo not working.
Dog.
Well, we are.
Dog.
We're gonna
No,
get that all
no,
fixed
no, no.
up.
We're not ignoring what just happened right now. Actually no, we are.
What just happened?
Nothing happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, crazy
Nothing
Super
happened.
Smash Bros. Game happening right
I
now.
know, right? Yeah,
There's
can't
definitely a battle between Rosalina and Luma, as well as me Gunner. Now, I'm actually gonna bring something up that does in fact involve the game, which we should be talking about. We still have not seen Gustav. I'm very
That's
interested
true.
in what Gustav is bringing.
Gustav.
So, assuming that Rosalina and Luma is able to beat up Lammers, which we'll see how that goes. Can't say for sure. We haven't gotten there yet. We were supposed to, but then I don't know. Things happen. That's how it works. Maybe Gustav will come back. If not, we'll see Mio. I don't know how to pronounce it. Or Coda. It's probably not Mayo.
I think it's Mio.
You're
not
probably
Mayo,
right.
because there's no A.
Mayo de Noche. Anyways,
Mayo de Noche.
but hopefully we see Gustav, because I'm just
Donde
really excited
está
to
la
see what they
biblioteca?
end up bringing out, because it might be something exciting, or
Yeah.
maybe it's something we've seen before. Maybe it is King Dedede, or something like that.
There's 2 more players left. Statistically, they should be able to get past the first guy.
Statistically.
I do hope we get to see a little bit of Gustav.
I feel like we should be
the other
hoping
3.
for our team to do well. Not
Yeah.
talking statistics. We do talk anyways.
Well, it's talking chance. I mean, like, I think about it.
There's a
It's all
big chance that I want our team to win.
I do want that as
No
well.
hate if SJSU wins. I'm neutral, I promise.
That is the face of a man who is not neutral.
Look, man, I got to support my team.
Hey, I mean, it's hard not to root for BSU when you're inside the BSU facility. I got that.
Well, either way, I'm still very excited with how both teams have been playing, just because I love seeing the matchups that happen between each school and just seeing what they all bring. Of course, it's usually the same each week with Boise State, but
Yeah. And once again, we would like to give a thanks to our sponsor, Dairy West. Today's stream is brought to you in part by local dairy farmers and the dairy protein they produce. Thanks to them, Boise State Esports has access to next-level fueling options that keep our players playing at their peak. Unbottled, dairy protein that powers your performance. Visit unbottled.com for more info.
I feel like our players need an unbottled Dairy West boost right now. Maybe that's what they need.
Yeah,
to
they
make
need some chocolate milk from the refueling station.
I could use some chocolate milk, man. That's just how it be. Yeah.
The chocolate milk is pretty good.
But no, we're locked in. We're so locked in right now. Staring at this cow, we
Yes.
are locked in.
We're staring at the cow. We're locked into the cow.
No chocolate milk
In
for
fact,
us, ever.
in fact, I just noticed something. The cow is a W.
Do you think this cow makes rainbow milk?
I don't know. I mean, brown cows do make chocolate milk. and
Exactly.
red cows make strawberry milk. That's
It's pink
kinda,
cows. Pink, excuse you. Strawberry milk is pink. I don't get the strawberry.
What is pink if not a lighter version of red?
Crazy start with me Gunner obviously taking down that stock, bring things back up to where we'd expect them to see, but a crazy combo to start things off. I don't know what me Gunner is on today, but it's something nasty because they are launching crazy combos. But right as I say that, Rosalina immediately clapping back with a 45% damage uptick.
Yeah, just really getting into the rhythm, taking up a lot of those projectiles that Me Gunner is really relying on.
Luma.
Unfortunately, Luma is going to go down a little early, but big damage coming from Me Gunner is not going to allow Rosalina to get off easy.
I think what's really setting this match apart is the constant projectile absorption from the Rosalina. That's going to make the big difference here.
Big forward smash is going to take Rosalina down a stock, bringing it up to even in the game, but widening the distance in the series overall.
Well, it's not the end of it yet. Rosalina's only just starting off. We have yet to see what happens next. Trying to get some hits, but just too many mines being placed. Finally getting a good combo, bringing them up to 100.2%. Getting them closer to losing another stock. Unfortunately,
It's a good thing Luma doesn't have stocks.
yeah, I'd be kind of sad. Because
Yeah.
that means Luna lives on forever and doesn't ever die. And that's canon, because I said so.
Rosalina trying to find a little bit more damage, looking for a stock on Me Gunner, but big
right in the
damage coming
missile.
out, just not able to absorb everything.
Me Gunner has quickly evolved the strategy, adapted to it. The moment they see Rosalina absorbing a projectile, they go straight in with another one or a heavy punch, making it really hard to use the strategy I just gave praise to.
Big damage comes out with a charge shot.
Yikes.
And Rosalina is left on their last stock, not quite able to get much done in the process, but Me Gunner is up to 107%. That is well within KO range. And now at 120, it is a lot more feasible they go down. But with a really great recovery, that's going to be a little bit harder to achieve.
Just one good tilt should knock them off the board, so hopefully they're able to get one stock off before anything else goes wrong. Ideally, nothing goes wrong, but man, it's so difficult with this insane Me Gunner here.
Yeah, big damage coming out from the Me Gunner. Not quite able to get things done. And
Wait, the directional input keeps her alive. He's still going.
And the grab from Rosalina.
But another missile.
The DI is not enough to keep him on the stage, and Rosalina goes down once again, leaving Lamber's Me Gunner.
One stock
Unscathed.
down versus 9. This is almost as crazy as when I saw Ganondorf single-handedly take down 12 stocks on an entire team.
Yeah.
Yeesh. This is, I want to have a talk with Lammers after this is done. And I want to know specifically how many hours they have played as Me Gunner, because I need to know.
I kind of wish that they did that with Super Smash Bros. Because I know like a lot of competitive games, like I know Overwatch, Marvel Rivals, games like that, they have like individual stat lines. Like you've played Reinhardt for 15 hours. I kind of wish Super Smash Bros. Could do that.
That would be cool.
So we could flash like, this is their stat on that character. And I know time doesn't really mean everything. Like
it doesn't.
You could spend 100 hours on a character, but if you're just doing in free roam lobbies, you're not really going to learn anything about how to play. However, when it comes to Super Smash Bros., it usually means the longer they've been playing the character, the more they understand ins and outs, the more that they understand the matchups. And it's really interesting, especially for such a versatile character like Me Gunner that has 16 different weapon options in total, 4 for each slot in their specials. You can do a whole lot with them.
Well, we've been seeing a whole lot with those weapons. That gun is just doing some crazy damage on the team so far. I imagine there's a bit of a low mental state happening from the team, but we got ourselves another new contender.
We got
got Goki's back on the Snake. We might actually see the equivalent of an active war zone here. 2 characters throwing out mines, C4s, missiles, anything you can think of. This is going to be crazy.
At least it isn't a snake mirror.
That's true. I mean,
Because
you can't say that for sure.
Snake
If
mirror-
he beats Lammer, somebody else might bring out a snake.
that is true, but this isn't a snake.
This isn't a snake mirror.
Because, I mean, snake mirrors are kind of fun because it's all about, like, who gets the lucky break. Or I guess it's not all luck. But
it's all about luck to you,
I mean,
isn't it?
it's all about, like, it's all about positioning and that
It's
sort of stuff.
who can
but
throw the
yeah,
most
it's all who throws the most projectiles. But I will say it's almost like watching 2 people do the exact same inputs over and over and over and over again. And the only thing that differentiates it is, oh, grenade bounced at a different arc than the other guy, so the guy got hit.
A snake mirror is like a synchronized dance between 2 dancers who have spent their entire lives learning exactly how to do one specific dance.
No, it's
and
like
you know
2
what? That's exactly what Snake would do. I don't know that much about Snake, but I feel like that's something he would do.
I feel like it's more like 2 angry geese just going at it, just pecking at each other.
You're very wise, you know that?
I don't think so.
I think so.
I think I just
This is the one
ramble and it
compliment you
sounds
get
smart.
today. You know, that's what this job is. Anyways, I'm very excited to see what happens with Goki's here. Like we said, returning player, and maybe this Snake is what they need to make this comeback. It's a very, very difficult comeback. That would have to be 11 stocks versus 3.
Hey, I mean, Lammers did it.
It's possible. It's very possible. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's not, but it's a very, very difficult thing to pull off. So I have a feeling that their excitement and their mental states are probably not doing so great. But I always say one of the most important things to do when you're playing is to remain level-headed and stay in the game. And so hopefully
I think
Snaky Boy over here is able to do exactly that.
I think that's one of Doc's keys to the game, too, if I'm not mistaken, being able to keep yourself level-headed.
Maybe not to this one specifically. It's like an overall key, I imagine.
Yeah, it's like a...
Whoa. Trying to hit that missile off at the start. Crazy work.
So grenades are a-flying.
It's like we're seeing Banjo all over again, but just with actual grenades and nothing but actual grenades. No eggs this time.
Yes.
Starting things off, not a lot of damage being taken. Once from that missile at the very start, but nothing more yet. It's just been throwing bombs at each other, and not a lot. Ooh, good roll into it, and perfectly mirroring the health right now.
Yeah, lots of damage moving back and forth. Me Gunner not quite able to find what they're looking for. Snake, though, is looking at a lot of damage being thrown on.
Parry
Really
on the
pressuring
grenade.
those shields. Oh, big damage coming through. Manages to hit the back of the charge shot box, and that's going to take him down, or he's going to take him up to 60%.
Moving through the time 70, now 99. A good big charge shot. Tries to line it up, but Snake gets some real high air. Crazy elevation, but gets met with a mine, and now some more projectiles. Not into a great spot right now. Up to 123. 1, 2, 3, make a wish. I wish for Snake to get a really good hit, and right as I say that, a crazy grenade goes right at Me Gunner's face. That was very silly, and I approve.
Grenade straight for the dome. Unfortunately, it's not enough to knock him off. Snake up
Directional
to
input keeps him alive.
162%. He is alive, but one more hit is going to send him off, and that's going to
Missile
even out the game.
right to the nog. Me Gunner learned a lot from getting a grenade thrown at their face, I guess.
Yeah, it's like the reverse. It's like reverse brain trauma. You get hit hard in the head, and you start to remember things.
Maybe so.
Yep.
Well,
a little bit of a
Snake's remembering how to
head stomp.
throw hands, dealing some good damage to Me Gunner, up to 85%.
Yeah, a little bit of a head stomp of the Snake is going to let him dodge a lot of Me Gunner's attacks. Me Gunner really trying to find a foothold on the stage, not really able to find anything, but fully charged shot is going to bring things even out. And Me Gunner really looking for something to get done. Really looking for an opportunity to go in and smack Snake with the gun arm.
Trying to punish that recovery onto neutral, but just some really good dodges off of the Gunner here. Now going back to their regularly scheduled program. Snake tries to get up in their face, but all of these fully charged shots are just being... There's just so much pressure. Ooh. Hits him with a rocket. Knocks the meat gunner off. Tries to get another one. Artillery doing their absolute best, trying to get him with the mortar, but still nothing.
Yeah, good roll.
Oh, good roll.
Gunner keeping him off the stage, not letting them back on, but a good rocket from E-Gunner is...
Oh, grenade from above. Almost hit the snake attack.
Lots of grenades just flying out. C4 doesn't quite hit anything, but it was a good play. Grenades flying, explosions everywhere. It's hard to follow what's going on. Projectiles flying everywhere. And good thing those shields are as strong as they are. Whoever makes them, doing a pretty good job if they're able to withstand this many explosions.
Yeesh, not many more explosions to withstand from either of them, though. Pretty matched on both. Oh, and stops, but Snake isn't able to make it back.
He misses the recovery.
Oh, no.
Snake has a really good recovery, but unfortunately, once you cancel it, it is over. Snake looking to even things out, needs to find
a good rocket
here. Rocket falls down, doesn't quite hit. Thanks to the grenade, thanks to the iframes from rolling onto stage. But Snake needs to find the kill here if he wants to stay in the game.
Good throw from the grenade. Deals that contact damage, but not the explosion. Just needs a couple more good hits to knock Meat Gunner off and take another stock. But man, the pressure is high. Oh, punishes it.
Punishes
and there he goes.
Snake. Snake. And Meat Gunner manages to pull off a near flawless win, only losing one stock while taking 12.
Diabolical.
And that's also going to result in SJSU taking the game as well.
Assuming that we are right about the best 2 out of 3, but I haven't seen a game that isn't.
Well, yeah, it's classic format.
Yeah.
So, yeah, classic crew battles, best of 3.
What an insane game. First round, things went about how you usually see relatively evenly matched. Didn't even end up seeing that Shulk I mentioned earlier. But then, wow, a crazy second round from SJSU. Lammers single-handedly taking down every single stock, only losing one in the process. Great work, Boise State, and congratulations to SJSU for a fantastic victory at the start of our Mountain West Championship.
Yeah.
Not championship, we're very far away from that.
Yeah, congratulations to San Jose State University for their win. Starting off the season well on their note. Boise State needs to take a few things back to the drawing board.
That's okay. Lots of time to think about it.
There's a lot of stuff that you can learn in defeat. And in fact, a lot of times you learn more from when you lose than when you win. And when you have a new team that's still working together, sometimes the best thing you can do is lose a game. So that way you can say, hey, this is what we need to work on. But on that note, we are going to end off for tonight. Make sure you tune in over the next couple of days as we have a lot of good games that we will be broadcasting for you guys. Once again, my name is Bryce Jensen. I'm joined with AJ Pepley, and this has been Mountain West Super Smash Bros. Have a good night. I mean, I would say that, but the grenade can also be used as a projectile in the traditional sense as well, as you can actually grab the grenade. It does not stop it from blowing up, but you can grab it.
That is true.
Do some stuff with it as well, but there we go.
Kick.
Finding a... Boise State, they just know what their break points are.
He's just built
That's
different.
what you need to do. And oh no, Wonderwing comes through, is able to get back with another one. But
a third, but he still misses.
Misses. Doesn't miss the fourth time.
He got him. Good stuff.
Giving them the first lead. Yeah, an attempted spike doesn't quite go through. Mean Gunner still manages to make it onto the stage.
Oh, big damage.
A little bit of a little down special from Pikachu, keeping Mean Gunner on the stage, and I think that's going to
what in the world? That was gnarly.
Back.
Ooh, Renault has a fancy look now. All sparkly.
Sparkly Luma.
Knocks Dr. Mario up into the air, misses a side tilt, hoping to get any hits off. Finally gets one good punch. Another 10% off Dr. Mario. Another 10% right after. Knocks him off the stage.
Maybe just stand by the edge again and hope he damages off.
Well, when you're already far enough into this damage meter, you may as well just keep that excitement going. Just keep smacking until it goes down. And speaking of, launch straight off that neutral platform. What an...